Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Behind the scenes drama. Coronation Street stars spill Helen Worth's biggest fear about quitting Gail. Helen Worth, an enduring star of Coronation Street, has played the beloved role of Gail Platt for over 50 years. Her portrayal of the fiery, resilient, and often hapless Gail has earned her a permanent place in the hearts of Corrie fans. However, despite her iconic status on the cobbles, Worth's decision to leave the soap was not one she took lightly, and as revealed by her co-stars, one particular concern weighed heavily on her mind during the time she considered stepping away from the show. In interviews over the years, several of Helen Worth's fellow cast members have opened up about the pressures and emotional challenges Helen faced as she came to the difficult decision to leave the program. While many soap stars face the inevitability of eventually stepping away from long-running roles, for Helen, the thought of leaving her character, Gail, behind was fraught with personal and professional conflict. A legacy of Gail Platt. Helen's journey on Coronation Street began in 1974 when she first appeared as Gail Potter, a young woman who would go on to become one of the show's most enduring and complex characters. Over the decades, Gail has faced countless challenges, from turbulent marriages to raising her children, and has been at the heart of many of the soap's biggest storylines. Worth's nuanced performance has made Gail a beloved and iconic figure in British television, and fans have followed her ups and downs with devotion. For Helen, the role of Gail became more than just a job. It was a lifelong commitment that spanned generations. In addition to her work as an actress, she became a central part of the Coronation Street family. Over the years, she formed close friendships with fellow cast members, many of whom are as much like family as colleagues. This close-knit atmosphere is one of the things that made the idea of leaving such a challenging one for Helen. The emotional toll of leaving. When it became clear that Worth was considering stepping away from Coronation Street, there was understandable speculation and concern. Leaving the cobbles after so many years is an emotional experience for anyone, but for Helen, there was a deeper layer to her decision. According to her co-stars, the actress's primary concern was how her departure would affect the legacy of the character she had worked so hard to develop. Her biggest worry, as revealed by actors who worked with her, was whether or not Gail's departure from the soap would feel right, both for the character and for the fans who had supported her for decades. It was clear that, while Helen was looking for a new chapter in her career, she did not want to leave her beloved character behind without proper closure. Helen's concern about doing justice to her character's exit was shared by her fellow cast members. A close friend and longtime Coronation Street colleague said in interviews that they were aware of how much the role meant to Helen. They knew that, more than anything, she wanted to ensure that Gail's departure would be handled in a meaningful way, something that could tie up her many years on the soap, while also respecting her journey as a character. A fitting farewell for Gail. In the end, Helen's worries about her exit were addressed with great care. The producers of Coronation Street ensured that Gail's departure from the soap was given the kind of closure that fans and the character deserved. They crafted a storyline that reflected Gail's growth over the years and allowed her to say goodbye in a way that felt natural and respectful to the character's long history on the show. For Helen, it was important that the character's departure was not a sudden, abrupt end. Instead, she wanted to ensure that Gail's story came full circle. While she had been through difficult times, losing loved ones, facing personal struggles, and even weathering public scandal, her eventual exit allowed her to leave with dignity. Helen's emotional connection to the role was evident in how she portrayed Gail's final scenes, and it was clear that she had poured her heart into making sure her exit was just as significant as her time on the show. For fans, seeing Gail's story come to a close in such a thoughtful and emotional way helped ease the sense of loss that many felt when the actress said goodbye. A new beginning. While Helen Worth's departure marked the end of an era on Coronation Street, it also signified the beginning of a new chapter in her career. After decades of portraying one of the nation's most iconic characters, Helen was ready to explore new opportunities, both in her professional and personal life. Despite the emotional challenges of leaving Gail behind, Helen's decision to step away from the show was not just a sign of moving on from a character, but of embracing new adventures. As Helen Worth enters this next phase of her life, she can rest assured that the legacy of Gail Platt will continue to live on in the hearts of Coronation Street fans for many years to come. Her departure was a bittersweet moment for Corrie fans, but they know that her impact on the show will remain. Whether or not Helen returns to the cobbles in the future, her contribution to Coronation Street has been nothing short of extraordinary. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.